Today is Tuesday, September 4th, and we're solving linear inequalities. The biggest thing you have to know about solving linear inequalities is it's the same thing as solving equations, except your answer, you're going to have to graph on a number line your solution and give me interval notation, as well as telling me what the answer is. Okay, so let's start with the table. So if you had x is greater than 5, I need 5 numbers on the number line. The center one being the number you're talking about, 5. Give me 2 numbers greater than that, 2 numbers less than that. Okay, since it says greater than 5, it's going to be an open circle on 5. And this greater than sign should match this arrowhead. Look for the one that looks like the greater than sign. So you're going to go this way. That's how you graph x is greater than 5. The interval notation, you go left to right on this. You always read it left to right. Since the 5 is the furthest left, it is not included, but you start at 5, so you put a parenthesis 5, comma, and then it goes to positive infinity. Set notation is basically this first thing that you have right here, x is greater than 5, except you write x such that x is greater than 5. Braces. That's what set notation is. Set means braces. You do all the numbers such that means such that you want all the numbers greater than 5 to be graphed. X is less than or equal to 2, put the 2 in the middle. 3 and 4, give me the 2 numbers greater than 2, and give me the 2 numbers less than 2. Since it says less than or equal, this one's less than or equal, because of that line underneath, you close the circle on 2. That means 2 is included. Okay, now, see this thing, right? Which arrowhead does this look like? It looks like it's pointing to the left. So I want you to darken this arrow and fill in the line in between. That'll be worth 3 points on the test, just being able to graph that. Then, because it's starting at the left, so you're reading left to right, left is negative infinity up to 2. You're going to go negative infinity up to 2. Now, the reason the 2 has a bracket is because it's got a closed circle. Look back up here at 5. 5 is a parenthesis because it was an open circle. So parenthesis is open circle, closed circle is a bracket. And you have to read it left to right. All the numbers from negative infinity up to 2. 2 is the last number you see, so that's why there's a bracket at 2. And this is your set notation. So when it says x is greater than negative 4, put the negative 4 in the middle. Numbers to the right of that, think about where 0 is. 0 is over here somewhere. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. So negative 3 goes here, negative 2, negative 5, and negative 6. There's a line here, so it's greater than or equal. Greater than or equal. Whenever you say the word equal, there's a closed circle on negative 4. The arrowhead looks like the right one. Okay, see that one? See how that one? It matches this one. So darken that in. Go there. Now, read it left to right. Farthest left is negative 4. And that is a bracket because there is an equal sign or closed in circle. Comma, and it goes to positive infinity. Infinities are always parentheses. The set notation is brace x such that, and then you rewrite this, x is greater than or equal to negative 4, close your brace. And x is less than 0. You got 0. Give me the 2 numbers greater than 0, 1 and 2. Negative 1 and negative 2. Less than 0 is open circle on 0. Which does this arrow right there, this less than sign, matches that arrow. So we're going left. Less than means go left. So there's your graph. Read it left to right. So negative infinity, parenthesis, to 0. But because it's open, you put a parenthesis. Brace x such that x is less than 0, brace. Okay, so solving. Draw a line right here. Your job is to get the variable on the left, then your inequality, and then your number on the right. That way your number lines will always match this. So variable, subtract 6x to the left-hand side, total line, cancel that. So rewrite, so you got 10, put a 1 right here. 1 minus 6 is negative 5x. Is less than, these cancel, bring down the negative 10. Now you're solving for x. I mean, your job is to get this by itself. Don't touch the x. So how do I get rid of 10? You should subtract 10 from the left side. You should subtract 10 from the right side. Do a total line. Cancel these. Bring down the negative. Don't forget the negative in front of 5 is less than negative 20. That's what negative 10 and negative 10 is. Your last step is divide by negative 5, both sides. So this is where the bullet point comes in at the top. So let's reread this. Whenever both sides of an inequality are multiplied or divided by a negative number, you're going to reverse the inequality. Reverse it. So when you multiply or divide by a negative number, reverse the inequality. So we just divided by negative 5. Do you see that? We just divided by negative number. So we're going to reverse this. So reverse the inequality. So now, two negatives make a positive, so that is x. Reverse it. It was less than. It was less than, now it's greater than. And negative 20 divided by negative 5 is positive 4. This, where it says solve, you have solved it. That's 3 points. Now it says graph it. Graph the solution set. Put the 4 in the middle. 5, 6, 3, 2. Open circle on 4. Looks like that. This matches this number line, so you go this way. That's your graph. And interval notation is 4, comma, infinity, like that. So number 2, distribute your 6. You get 12 minus 6x is greater than or equal to 12. Make sure you distribute first. Now we're solving for x. Now the x is already on the left-hand side. That's good. Leave it there. Get rid of 12. Subtract 12. Negative 6x is greater than or equal to 0. Now if you divide by negative 6, you're dividing by a negative. See this? You're dividing by a negative. So you're going to flip this from greater than to less than. So this is going to be x, and 0 divided by anything is 0. So this is your answer. X is less than or equal to 0. How do you graph that? 0, close circle. And you're going less than. Because this has to match that number line. Interval notation for that is negative infinity to 0. Bracket, parenthesis. So number 3. 7x is less than, distribute 7x minus 14. Thank you. Okay, so here's your problem. So if I subtract 7x from both sides, the x actually cancels out. So this is one of those trick problems because there's no variables to solve for. So this is 0. This cancels out. 0 is less than 0 minus 14. So at this point, it's not one of these typical number problems. It's either going to be an empty set or infinitely many solutions. Is 0, ask this question, is 0 less than negative 14? Is 0 less than negative 14? This is false. This means that your answer is empty set. That's your solution. How do you graph an empty set? You leave a number line blank. Just go like this. Don't even put any numbers. It's a blank number line. And interval notation is blank. Okay? Everything's blank. No solution. So this next one, 2/3 x plus, do that on your calculator or just multiply the top number by 2 and get 4/3 is less than, multiply the top number by 2x, that's 2 over 5x, plus multiply 1 and 7 and get 7/5. Get your calculators out, double check that. Now you got to get the x's on the same side. So we're going to subtract 2/5 x. Subtract 2/5 x to the other side. So on your calculator, you're going to have 2/3. I want you to do parenthesis 2 divided by 3, like that. Subtract, we're subtracting 2/5. So you're going to subtract parenthesis 2 divided by 5. And then put in x. Don't even worry about the x. We're just doing the numbers. You get this, and then we're going to press math right here. Math, enter, enter. Okay? And you get 4/15. So this is 4/15 x plus 4/3 is less than 7/5. Then we're going to subtract 4/3 to the other side. So you have 4/15 x is less than 7/5 minus 4/3.
Well, that test was a big boost.
Which is 1/15. And then you're going to divide both sides by 4/15. Divide both sides by 4/15 to get x by itself. So x is less than. Now you have 1/15. 1/15 divided by 4/15. Notice that. See how I put parentheses around my fractions? And your answer is 0.25, but you go math, enter, enter, is 1/4. So x is less than 1/4. That's your answer. How do you graph this? There's 3 papers on the back table. You need all 3 papers. Hi, you have 0 and 1 and 2 and -1. So don't number a number line with fractions. So 1/4 is open.
Hey, how are you?
An open circle about where 1/4 would be, which is about right there. And it goes less than. So that's your number line. And your interval would be -infinity to 1/4. And that's your interval notation. All 3 answers. And the last problem. Distribute 4x minus 24. You guys see that? 4x minus 24 distribute. Plus 2x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 3x minus 21 plus 10x. I distributed. First step. Now add like terms on this side. I'm making a video real quick for the notes. I'm on my last problem. I'll be with you in 1 second. Add like terms. We got 6x and then -24 -4 is -28. Is greater than or equal to. Add like terms on this side. So what's 3x and 10x? 13x minus 21. I'm going to let you guys see your quizzes. Is everyone that was supposed to finish it yet?
How did I not get 100? You didn't get 100? Oh, now.
Let me finish.
Oh, I hope I did. They don't have 100 in this class.
I don't have yours.
You don't have mine.
Where's yours at? What'd I choose? Where'd you put yours?
You're trying to set me up for failure.
Nope, you weren't on the finish list.
Oh, dang, Miss Rollins.
Okay.
So,
I don't know. I didn't have a score for you. I don't know where you put your quiz. It wasn't in the finish. Anyone that wasn't finished was right there. Unless that's it right up there. Look up there. I don't know what you did with it. Is yours up there? Is that it?
yep.
Okay, take your headphones off, your phone off, and then finish it. You have like 3 minutes.
I swear to God, I've been done with this.
All right, then put it right here. I'll grade it.
Well,
All right. I need Sebastian. Sorry, people. I'm finished that in a second. Sebastian, Julia, Lindy, come get your quizzes. Troy, your scores are awesome. Nina, Nini, Drew, Kai, Chris, Alex, Katie, Asher, Desiree, Evan,
I'm not gonna 40. I'm gonna kill you.
Sophie, Destiny.
I don't know where I'm at.
where's
your
mine?
name?
Right here. I actually got a 44. You're right.
Justin, Caleb, Lenitra, Jazz, Zaria. All right, let me finish this problem. All right, so get the x on the same side. So do this line. Subtract 13x over.
You cheated.
You get -7x minus 28 is greater than or equal to -21. Add 28 to both sides. I'm going to come over here. So you have -7x is greater than or equal to 7. Now we are dividing by -7. So we are flipping this inequality to -1. So this is your solution. X is less than or equal to -1. Number line. Less than -1 is going to go left. That's what your number line should look like. Less than -1. So that should be -infinity to -1 bracket. And that should be your, this should be your bracket. -infinity to -1.